Yes guys, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are all enjoying your final day of the working week and looking forward to the weekend and looking forward to Newcastle taking on Fulham this Sunday at St James's Park. 2 o'clock kickoff and it is on Sky. I will be at the game, cannot wait to be back inside of St James's Park. Last time we were there was in the Carabao Cup quarter-final where we had the most amazing atmosphere. Would love to see some great energy from the fans again this weekend. And, I don't think it'll be an easy game. Taking on a Fulham side who are currently sat 6th in the league right now. Just beat Chelsea last night in the Premier League. A huge win for them. Obviously Chelsea are having a little bit of a nightmare, but still a really big win for Fulham. And we want to see Newcastle really try and continue this run as we slowly approach that Carabao Cup semi-final as well. So as always, we will be going through all of the usual stuff in this preview, how we hope to see Newcastle perform this weekend, what to expect from Fulham. We'll go through the lineup predictions as well, and we have had Eddie Howe talk in his press conference this morning about a number of things. Transfers, ISAK, Maxi, could we see either of them feature this weekend? And he has spoken a little bit on Joe Linton as well. If you've not seen it, Joe Linton was arrested and charged for drunk driving last night. So Eddie Howe has spoken a bit on that as well. But we'll start off with Fulham. As I've mentioned, currently sat 6th in the Premier League right now, having a cracking season. Could it be the return of Mitrovic? Now, in fairness, he has been struggling with injuries. The Fulham and did not play in their win over Chelsea. The manager who did his press conference said that he believes Mitro is very close to returning, but nothing is 100% set in stone. It was very interesting to see Willian score a goal for Fulham against Chelsea, obviously ex-Chelsea player. It was all off topic. It was also interesting to see João Felix get a red card for Chelsea. He apparently has cost them a few million already because obviously they've paid that huge loan fee for the guy. He's gone in and already got himself a red card and banned for a few games. So not great for Chelsea, but very good for Fulham. And as I've mentioned, they've been having a great season. Really interested to see whether Mitro does play or not. It's one of them things where you always say you don't want your ex-players to return and haunt you, but in fairness, the last few times we've played Fulham, he hasn't been too much of a worry. Definitely should not have said that because I think I might have jinxed it now, but in fairness, defensively, we have been very, very strong, and that's what we hope to see this weekend. You talk about, I think the Arsenal away game was a fantastic defensive display. Attacking wise, you look at the Leicester game where we had so many chances in the first 15 minutes and couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. That's the kind of thing that will hopefully come with time. Eddie Howe said that at his half-time chat with the players for the Leicester game, he didn't go in there and go, come on, get the shots on target. He spoke about continue creating, get in the right positions, and the goals will eventually go in the back of the net. It took a lot longer against Leicester than I wanted it to, but I'm hopeful going into this game that we can feed off the back of that great energy, great win, and put it into this one. Good news that ISAK sounds like he could well be fit to start this game. Eddie Howe said that he is pretty much in full training now, and I have included him in my lineup, so we'll get onto that shortly. Eddie Howe also spoke about Joe Linton. He was asked about the incident. As I've mentioned earlier, Joe Linton was arrested and charged for drink driving in the early hours of Thursday morning and will appear in court at the end of the month. Eddie Howe said that he was extremely shocked, as I think a lot of people were. He said he wants to reflect and analyse the situation and basically make a decision as to whether he plays him this weekend or not. He did go on to say that Joe Linton is very, very upset and very remorseful and very sorry for what he has done. I did a little reaction to it yesterday. Obviously was very shocked and disappointed myself as well, to be honest, and I don't want to go into it too much. I know I've seen some people say, well, you know, was he absolutely hammered? Had he had maybe a couple of drinks or maybe a little bit too much wine with his lunch? You know, there's two scales of what it could have been, but at the end of the day, you know, I know people who have lost friends and family through this kind of thing, so to sit there and not take it as serious as it should be is tough. And look, at the end of the day, Eddie Howe said the right thing there. Eddie Howe has said the club will deal with it. He is going to court. The justice system will deal with it. You don't need me to sit here and talk about it, but it's disappointing. We'll have to see what happens in terms of whether Joe Linton will play this weekend. And Eddie Howe was also asked about transfers as well. It's one of the things that, to be honest, has gone a little bit quiet compared to the summer window where everyone was totally bouncing every single day. The January window hasn't been quite so much. I think partly that is because we have people like Dan Ashworth in, you know, taking his time, making sure we get it all done right. Has had a long enough time at the club now to really analyse and try and do things a little bit more quietly than maybe what was happening in the summer. And also, we're doing really well right now, and I absolutely believe we should be outspending this window. We should be. We need to try and bulk this squad up. We need to add quality. We need to add midfielders. But having said that, we are winning games, so I feel like the pressure on it has fell off a little bit. People aren't knocking on Dan Ashworth's door constantly going, come on, we need to do something here. We're winning games. We're in a semi-final of a cup. So we'll wait and see. I still 100% believe Newcastle will bring players in this January window, and we still have January's a long month. We've still got quite a few weeks left to go, so we'll wait and hear on that one. Eddie Howe says that they are working, but nothing is imminent right now. So we'll hear on that. And then he also got asked about the Carabao Cup semi-final as well, saying that he's greedy. You know, they aren't sitting around resting on their laurels of what a great job we got to the semis. They want to be greedy, they want to get to the final, and they want to see how far they can go. As do all of we. And he praised Dan Burn for his fantastic right-footed goal and his dance as well, which was very funny to see, and has certainly done the rounds on social media now. I think I saw in an interview that he said that he'd got asked to stand up and talk, but wasn't sure what to say, so decided to do a dance instead. And that he actually did dance like that when he scored his last goal years and years ago. I can't remember what club it was. But anyway, there you go. Now, going into this one, in terms of lineups, let me know your lineups down below. I've stuck with a strong side, as you can see. The thing is, we worked our absolute socks off in that last game. And the fact that it's a Sunday game does give us that extra day rest. I don't really envisage Eddie Howe mixing things too much in this one, mostly because we haven't got the squad to mix it up, which is back to me saying we need to go out and spend this January window. But at the same time, literally from beginning to end, there's videos online of like the final dying minutes of the game, and Joe Linton is busting a gut in the 89th minute to try and trap the ball. Dan Burns doing overlapping runs at 91st minute. We didn't stop, and I think they are professional footballers. They are paid to play football. They are paid to be fit. They are paid to be ready at every occasion. But there must be a little bit in them that's had a tough week, or maybe a very long and relaxing week. I don't know, but I expect us to go full strength. I do. And then, you know, you come round to Palace away next week, so then we do have a full week's rest. There isn't a long break before we play Southampton in the semi-final, but then that weekend is the FA Cup that we're out of, so we'll get a break then as well. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself in terms of fixtures, but generally speaking, even if we wanted to change it, we haven't got the squad to do it. So I have gone Pope, Trippier, Botman, Shaw, Burn. I don't think too many people will argue with that. It would be nice to have the likes of Target fit so that he can slip in and slip out. Could I potentially see a game for Lascelles? You know what it is? I don't mind Lascelles if he's alongside Trippier, Botman and Burn. it's when we have too many changes. It's like the Sheffield Wednesday game when it's Lewis and Manquillo and Lascelles isn't able to kind of play alongside already better players. Like, it's easy to maybe carry one or two. So could we potentially see a Murphy or someone like that starting this game? Maybe. It's not what I've gone for. I've gone for Willock, Bruno and Sean Longstaff. I haven't put Joe Linton in. It's Eddie's house call, and we'll go with what he goes with. Chuck him in at the deep end. Come on, get in, Joey. Go and score a goal. Get the job done. Or does he pull him out? It depends where his head is. We don't know where he is right now. So we'll wait and see. And then up front, I have gone attacking. I have gone Almiron. I think Wilson will start. And there was talk on ISAK in this the press conference, so I have backed ISAK there. We saw him and Maxi come on at the end of the Leicester game. I want to see more of Maxi. Even if he's not starting, I want to see more of him. And I think a game at home to, yes, a Fulham side who have been very good, but I think, and you know, considering they just beat Chelsea, I think we're capable of beating this side by a couple of goals here, and I think having someone like Maxi come on and get some proper game time, not 5 minutes at the end, a chance to get some game time would be really good. So that is my lineup. Let me know your thoughts on the lineup down below, and let me know your predictions down below as well. I'm gonna go. It's funny because we could have beat Leicester 7-0. We could have beat Leicester 7-2 if Jamie Vardy had scored his chances. So if we are creating that many chances, it could be. But whether we're scoring them or not, it could be 1-0. It could be 3 or 4. I'm gonna go 2-0. I went 2-0 for the Leicester game and got it right. So hopefully I'm right again this time. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. If you're still watching, 10-12 minutes later, be sure to subscribe. I will be at the game this weekend. I'll have all of the usual pre-match, post-match chats. I'll have the vlog as well. And just like Tuesday, hopefully we will be celebrating a win this weekend. Alright guys, thanks for watching as always. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.